Good morning, everybody. Today we'll be doing a level 1-2 funky back bend practice. For today's practice, I recommend 2 blocks and a strap. If you don't have them at home, you can use a belt or some books as a substitute. And we'll start today on our backs with a passive back opener. So the bottom block will be for the back of your heart, top block will be for your head. I recommend starting for level 1-2 at the same height. If you know you can take the top block down to expand through your cervical spine, then go ahead. Otherwise, start at this height, see how you feel. Placing the block directly under your scapula, getting that arch through your chest, and then head rests on the block. If this is too much, turn the block up, and you have more support. Feet are in Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees apart, or feet apart, knees not in. I'll let you get settled into that. And make it comfortable, but with a little edge, a little bit of strong stretch through the front body. It's passive, but we want to start breathing open our rib cage, the thoracic spine. Any overextension through the neck you want to take care of. You don't want that. And then we'll take an inhale through the nose. Exhale all of your air out through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Exhale all the air out through your mouth. And now coming to breathe just through the nose. Notice the way that the breath is moving through your body today. Notice if when you inhale, you can expand through your front rib cage, creating more space. As you pay attention to your breath, start to deepen it. Slowing it down. Elongating breath and body. And becoming present on your mat. Allowing anything that is happening off your mat to be just that, outside of your practice. Focusing on the breath and the body as we're on our mat. This week, we're focusing on the concept of frustration while we are in our yoga practice and in our life. And since we'll be working on deep back bends today, creating a lot of opening through the front body, it's hard to escape the frustration of our expectations on the mat. I find that often in my own practice. So instead of thinking about hitting a pose or achieving something, try to feel the opening happening in your body. I have a quote that I've been using from Dr. Steve Maraboli. Expectation feeds frustration. It is an unhealthy attachment to people, things, and outcomes we wish we could control, but don't. Expectation feeds frustration. rolling to your right side off of your blocks. Roll back onto your back. Placing one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Creating an intention for your class today if you would like one. I suggest I have no expectations. And then opening your arms out to a T, take your feet as wide as your mat and allow your knees to drop to the right. Pushing your left knee down towards the mat actively to start opening up the left front hip flexor and the psoas. Coming back up to center, over to the left side. So for deep back bending, we need to have open front hips, hip flexors, psoas ideally, open shoulders, strengthen the back and strengthen the hamstrings to help use that to lift us into those back bends, whether they're belly down or Ardha, upside down. All right, either rocking and rolling up or turning onto your right side and rolling up to a seated position. You'll take one block in your strap, kneeling, take support under your sits bones so you're not overstraining your knees, and grab your strap. If kneeling is not comfortable for you, please take whatever comfortable seated position you prefer. And we'll grab our strap at pretty wide, wider than shoulder distance apart. Inhaling the strap up. Now stop here. Notice what's happening with your belly and rib cage. Tuck your ribs back down towards your hips. Okay, engage your core. And then reach behind you all the way down. So you'll have to start pretty wide here. Inhaling up. Try to keep your elbows as straight as possible and exhale forward. Inhale up and exhale back, up and forward. Try to keep your head above your spine here. The tendency is to bow the head forward. Straight line of the spine, lubricating the shoulder joint. Good. One more time. Hopefully it's getting a little bit easier. Up and forward. Good. Now taking the strap with your hands pretty close together, you'll lift your arms up over your head about shoulder distance apart. And then you'll bring your left arm over your head, right arm down to the side. Okay, so my left arm is either behind my head or over my head, and my right arm is sliding down my strap so that I can get that stretch underneath my shoulder blade. Continue to breathe, release your jaw here, release your forehead. Come back up, other side. And one side may be more open than the other. That's par for the course, how our bodies work. Coming back up, keeping your strap in your left hand. Gomukhasana arms. So I'll turn around so you can see this. You'll lift your left arm up and bend at the elbow. Taking your right fingertips to the elbow, push it back. Take note of what's happening in your torso as you do that. Don't let your belly push out. And then taking your left hand behind you, palm faces out, you'll grab the strap. And then pull the strap apart. Sitting up straight on your sits bones. aiming your left elbow up to the sky. And think more about opening the front of your left shoulder, your armpit, than the front delt of your right shoulder. Okay, elbow up to the sky. Yep. And release. Other side. Placing the strap into your left hand. If you need a strap, you may not. Sorry, right hand. Right hand up to the sky. Bend the elbow. Take your left fingertips to your elbow and push up and back. And then try to shake your head a little bit. Make sure you're not holding tension through your neck. And then left hand reaches around and back, palm facing out. Grab the strap. Tilt your right elbow up to the sky. You can use your head on your right forearm to push up and back. If you're feeling a lot of strain through your left front deltoid, your left front shoulder, then take your hand further down the strap. And release. Coming to down dog, bring a block with you. Set up for down dog. Knees under hips, hands one handprint forward of the shoulders. Lifting your hips up and back. Take your feet as wide as your mat. And take your hands as wide as your mat. Place your block where you think your head might go. Okay, we'll be working with that. And then grab onto the sides of your mat, thumb up, fingers down for some shoulder flossing. As we shoulder floss, we're trying to bring our head down towards the mat. This is where the block comes in. So where you think your head's going to be, or where you've experimented, see if you can place your forehead down on that block. If you live in a tighter body with tighter hamstrings, you'll bend your knees. Okay, feeling the shoulders roll open, the scapula tuck under. It's a lot of stretching. Come back into your down dog. Feet hip distance apart, hands shoulder distance apart. Spread your palms. Spread your feet like you're reaching the heels of your feet towards the back of your mat and the balls of your feet towards the front of your mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to maintain a straight spine. And try to bring your ears in line with your arms. Down dog will be our resting pose to a certain extent. Coming into puppy dog or anahatasana, this is another option for a resting pose throughout class today. Anahatasana, heart melting pose. You'll walk your hands forward. Strong palms still, straight arms, elbows off the mat, forehead to the mat. If you live in a more open body, your chin may come down. And then walking your hands back up, down dog again for our relief. Our other option for a resting pose throughout class, if you get tired, out of breath, just need to take a break. Knees apart, toes together, child's pose. Inhale forward into plank. Bring your feet together. Cross your right ankle over the back of your left. And squeeze your legs together like you're waiting in line to go to the bathroom and it's really long. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Creating an engagement of the bandhas, the pelvic floor, and the abdomen. Uncross, other side. Left ankle over right, squeeze. Look slightly forward of your mat. And you want to try to remember that when you're doing your chaturangas. If you are doing chaturangas today, try to keep your head up instead of letting it fall forward. Back we go, down dog. Now movement, again, lubricating the shoulders. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale all the way down to your mat. Starting to work with our cobras. Grab your block and place it in between your ankles on the back of your mat. So the same thing we did with our plank, where we're squeezing in with our inner legs, we'll do here with our block as the assistance. Coming down, hands slightly forward of the shoulders. Squeeze your block, push your pelvis down, push your toes down, and then inhale, head, chest, and shoulders up. The tendency is to let our shoulders lift up, squeeze them back and down. Open your heart through your shoulders, spread your palms, elbows in. And down we go. So taking that low cobra or moving your hands under your shoulders, just to see where your back is today. Roll your shoulders up and back towards your spine. Inhale, push into your hands and lift. Squeeze your block, stabilize your lower body, shoulders away from ears. Maybe you start tilting your head up to the sky. And lower down. Either of those two versions, or intimidation cobra. Hands out to the side at the same height as your shoulders. You come up onto your fingertips, forehead or chin rest on the ground. Roll those shoulders up and back, squeezing the spine. Hips down, toes down, inhale. Head, chest, and shoulders up. Straighten your elbows if you can. You may not be able to, that's okay. Push down with your pelvis and feet so that you protect your lower back. And lower down. Okay, hands under shoulder, actually further back. Hands next to ribcage, fingertips in line with the mid-chest. Move your block out of the way. Up dog. The difference between up dog and cobra lifting is that only the feet and the hands touch the ground. Staying smiling forward of the heart. Let's try a little exercise here. Bend your elbows a little bit. Lift your shoulders. Push your shoulders down and squeeze them onto your back. See how that presents your chest forward? That's what we're looking for here. Okay, up and back to rest. Down dog, child's pose, or Anahatasana. Looking forward, tiptoe your feet in between your hands. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Feet hip distance apart here. Grabbing opposite elbows if that feels good to you. Then one knee, maybe the other. Getting a stretch through the ITB, the lower back. And then take your thumbs to your hip crease and push down. As you push down, stretch your torso forward. So it may not be going quite as close to your thighs or a vertical position. You may be more of a horizontal position here. So keeping that pressure on your thighs, start folding forward, belly towards thighs. Elongating the spine rather than rounding. And then looking down at the floor. Inhale all the way up. Hands come up to the sky, shoulders away from your ears, and then bring them to heart center. 3 grounding breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Surya Cs, which is Surya A with lunges. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into your legs and traction your spine. Exhale, plant hands, step the right foot back, right knee down. Keep your fingertips on the mat. Push your right knee down and your left heel down and start dragging them towards each other. So you're firing up the legs. Working towards a flat back, an extension here, lifting your heart through your shoulders like we've been practicing. One more inhale. Plant your hands, we'll exhale to down dog directly. And then if you'd like a vinyasa, inhaling to plank. For today's vinyasa, we'll do knees, chest, chin. Lower your knees to the mat, bringing your heart forward of your hands, just like we do for chaturanga. Lower down, squeeze your shoulders towards your spine. And then inhale into your version of a belly down back bend. Cobra up dog. Back to down dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open hip. Okay, so right knee is up towards the sky, or as close to that as you can manage. Pushing strongly down through the left leg. You haven't lost any of the support there. And allow your right foot to dangle behind you. Equal pressure on both hands. Inhale here. Exhale, step the right knee forward to the chest and set the foot down. Left knee down, low lunge. Pulling your heart through your shoulders, drop your hips, but engage your legs. One more inhale. Exhale, tuck your back toes and step forward, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, push down to lift all the way up. Reach your fingertips towards the sky, tuck your shoulders back and down. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that was half of one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction spine. Exhale, step the left foot back and the left knee down. Inhale, heart through shoulders, sinking your hips. Exhale, step back to down dog. Staying here. Or inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Back to down dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open your hip. Keep pushing down with that right foot, whether it's connected to the floor or not. Inhale. Exhale, step the left knee to the chest and set the foot down between your hands. Right knee comes to the floor. Inhale, reach your heart forward. One more inhale here. Exhale, tuck toes, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, traction. Exhale, forward fold. Push into your feet and lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do one more round like that. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, right knee down. This time add the arms. Inhale, arms up. or not. You can always keep them down. Knitting the lower ribs towards the hips. Engage your belly so you're not flaring in your lower back. Engage legs, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, hands down, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or whatever version you'd like. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Exhale, either through hands and knees or a push up to down dog. Feet together, right leg up. Exhale, open hip. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Step through. Left knee lands. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Same thing, belly. Tuck it in. Extend through the side rib cage. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Push into your feet and lift. All the way up. Exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, plant hands, left foot back, left knee down. One inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, plant hands, down dog. Inhale, plank if you want it. Exhale, your version of chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And back, down dog, push up or hands and knees. Feet together, right leg up. Exhale, open your hip. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, knee to chest, step through, left knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, push forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. This round, silence your mind. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction spine. Exhale, plant hands, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, plant hands, step back to down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Feet together, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open your hip. Inhale, left leg up. Knee to chest, step through, right knee down. Inhale, lift arms, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, step forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, traction spine. Exhale, forward fold. Push into your feet and lift all the way up. And bring your hands to heart center. 3 grounding breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Keep going in through the nose. Out through your mouth. You think having a home practice you'd be by yourself, right? I've got the kids and the cat and the dog and lots of company and good energy in here. Which you could probably hear. Okay, taking your hands to your lower back. Palms are down, the fingers point up or to the side. Try to get your palms onto your sacrum, so the back of your pelvis. And then remember our shoulders, up, down, squeeze, presenting your chest. Feet are hip distance apart. Pushing your hips forward, engage your legs, Tadasana legs, and start lifting your heart. Like you have a string attached to your heart that's going up to the sky. See if you can keep your head in line with your spine. Find your breath. And come back to center. Maybe take a sip of water, whatever you need to mark one flow to the next. Okay, next version of flow. Dancing Surya Cs, sort of. Inhale, Utkatasana, bending your knees over your heels, hips are back, arms up, or if you have more tender shoulders, hands to heart press center. We'll all join here shortly. Take another inhale. On your exhale, hands come to heart center and we twist to the right. Elbow coming across the body to the outer right knee. Look at your knees and look at your feet. Try to even them out. And that may mean pushing your hips back a little bit more. So remember that action we did with our thumb? Placing your thumb at your hip crease. Extend your torso from there. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist left. Left thumb, left hip crease. Extend your torso out, long spine, and see if you can twist any deeper. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to down dog. For a vinyasa, inhale here. Exhale, knees down or up, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and back to down dog. Bring your feet together, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open your hip. Inhale, right leg up. Bring your knee towards your chest and step through. Left knee lands. Walk your right hand out to the right a little bit, so to the outside of your right foot. And then we'll take this left arm and swing it up diagonally to the right corner of your mat and over your ear, like you're moving into extended side angle. Tuck your right hip and your right knee in, working the stretch into your front left hip. Setting your left hand down, grab your blocks if you need them. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee off of the mat, and then as you're ready, lift into crescent lunge. Shoulders up, down, squeeze. We still have that chest presenting. Maybe you need to bend the back knee a little bit. Working gently into the stretch of the front hip flexor psoas. Placing your hands back down, bring your right hand to the block, left hand to the block on the mat, right arm to the sky twist. Stepping back into side plank, or if that's not happening for you, halfway back or modified. Lift your hips. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your hand down to the mat, push back to down dog. If you want a vinyasa, take it. Inhaling plank, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and back to down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Open your hip. Left leg up. Knee towards your chest and step through. Right knee drops. Walk your left hand out to the left. Right arm sweeps up so that it's outside of your right ear. Sinking your hips as you stretch through those right fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale, placing hands down with blocks or without. Tuck back toes and lift your hips. Inhale, arms above your head. Watch your belly pooch. Use your side body like an accordion, lengthening up. Tuck your tail. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand down to your block or the mat, left arm to the sky. Tuck your left hip in. One more inhale here. And then bring both hands to the mat. Place your right hand down. Stepping back onto the outer right foot for side plank, or halfway back for modified side plank. Push into that right hand, lift through your side obliques. One more inhale. Exhale, plant hand, step back, down dog. Take a vinyasa if you'd like. Inhaling plank, chaturanga, up dog or cobra, and down dog. Remember, rest as you need. So we're going to add the funk. You guys ready to make it funky? Come to plank and come into an up dog. So drop your hips, tuck your toes back. It's okay for your legs to be down for this, okay? If they land, that's okay. Bend your elbows and bend your left knee. We're rolling over our right leg to land on our butt. Janu Shirshasana. You guys all got that? We'll come back to it. Left hand behind you, lifting up with your hips, right arm up. Modified wild thing. Good, so this should feel pretty good. Nice opening to the front body. Breathing, stretching, always a good thing. Inhale, exhale, we're flipping back over to plank. And you can keep your knees down for your plank. And then squeezing your heart through the shoulders, bend your elbows, bend your right knee, flip over your left leg. Okay, so you're seated. Right knee bent, left leg straight, right hand behind you. Lift your hips. Lower back down. Flip over to plank. Either take a vinyasa or come back to down dog. All right, looking forward, tiptoe or float your feet between your hands. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. And exhale, come to stand. Take him out if you're going to do that. Always unexpected here. All right, let's add it all together. Inhaling, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist right. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist left. I feel very impressed with my concentration right now. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, everybody step back to plank. You can lower your knees if you prefer. Exhaling halfway down. Inhale into our modified up dog, right? Elbows are bent, shoulders are back. Here we go. Bend your left knee. Roll over your right leg. Place your left hand behind you. Inhale, lift your hips. Yay! Okay, back down we go. And roll over. Up dog. Bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulders back. Bend your right knee. Roll over your left leg. Right hand behind you. Lift your hips. Exhale, back down and over. Plank. Down dog. Good job, guys. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open your hip. If you want to drop back for a wild thing, go for it. Inhale, flipping back around if you're in wild thing, three-legged dog, and step through. Left heel down. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Same thing we did in our crescent lunge. So we have our belly tucking in, spreading through the side body, shoulders back and down. Arms to goalpost. Inhale, shoulders up, down, and squeeze, presenting your chest. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, place your hands down, stepping back to plank, knees up or down. Inhale, up dog variant. Bend your right knee. Flip over your left leg. Right hand behind you. Lift your hips. Exhale, flipping back over. Inhale, modified up dog. Bend your left knee. Flip over your right leg. Left hand behind you, right arm up. Exhale back, plank. If you want to take a vinyasa, take it. Otherwise, down dog to rest. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open your hip. If you want to flip your dog, go ahead and flip it. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stepping the right knee to the chest and through. Place your right heel down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, goal post your arms. Shoulders up, down, and squeeze. Belly in while you open the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant hands. Take a regular vinyasa or meet us in down dog. Looking forward, you'll either float or step directly to Utkatasana. So take an inhale, exhale, bend knees, lift heels, float or step, Utkatasana, inhale. Yay, exhale, come to stand. Good, 3 cleansing breaths. In through the nose, out through your mouth. Okay, inhale, lift your arms. Transitioning to more standing poses. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, traction your spine. Exhale, step back to down dog. If you want a vinyasa, take it. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open your hip. Inhale, right leg up. Knee to chest. Step through. Place your left heel down. Warrior one. Keep bringing your arms behind your back. You have a strap. So if you cannot clasp fingertips, you'll grab onto your strap and pull it apart. Extend your fist towards your back heel. So here you are again, presenting your heart. What's going on with your belly? Pull it in. Inhale here. And exhale, humble warrior. Bringing your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. What's going on with your back foot and your back leg? Is it still working? Try to push it down, cement your feet on the ground. Pulling your left quad up, hug your right hip and right knee in. Inhale, back up, release the arms. Exhale, open arms to a T. Eagle arms, wrapping the left arm over the right. Either place the backs of the hands together or full wrap. If this is too much on a tight shouldered body, you grab opposite shoulders. One more inhale here. We'll do another humble warrior with our arms this way, folding forward. Inhale, back up. Woo, my leg is burning. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant hands. Step back to plank. You've got to make it funky. Lower into up dog variant. Elbows bent, shoulders back, knees down. Bend your left knee. Roll over your right leg. Left hand behind you, lift. Exhale and spin back around. Inhale, up dog variant, knees down, shoulders back. Bend your right knee, spin over your left leg. Right hand back, lift your hips. Spinning back around. Push back to down dog. Step your right foot forward and pad up your back knee. Grab your blocks. Good, so blocks, we're sinking the hips, we're in our low lunge position. Blocks go outside of our hips. Strongly push your hands into the blocks. Now, if the blocks are too far away to do that, you'll take your hands to your knee and use your knee as your counterbalance. As you push your hands down, remember the action. Up, down, squeeze, presenting your chest. Push into your palms to help open more. Okay, what's happening with your belly? Can you suck it in? Release. Step your right knee back, step your left foot forward, sink into your low lunge. Whenever you're in a low lunge, you want to avoid hanging out in your joint. It's very important to engage through your legs so that you have the muscle support for all those tendons and ligaments. So squeezing your legs, left heel down, right knee down, pull them towards each other. Hands on the blocks or on your knee. Shoulders up, down, and squeeze. Push into your hands to continue extending your heart to the sky. And come back up. Step back. We'll do a version of Raja Kapotasana, king pigeon, and then move into some camel variants. Our peak pose today is half camel. So Raja Kapotasana, we're just going to do what we've been doing for the last part of class. Knees down, modified up dog. Take your knees as wide as your mat, so you have really a lot of space for your pelvis. And then bend your knees so your toes come together. You need to engage your hamstrings and your glutes in order to pull your feet towards your head here. And then all of that action we did to lift the heart, lift the heart, lift the heart, maybe you look up at the sky. Okay, eventually the end game is that your toes touch your head. Come back to down dog or Anahatasana, puppy pose. Come down onto your knees. and grab your blanket. So in order to get into big, deep back bends, we have to warm the body quite a bit. That helps us avoid any kind of injury, overstress, overstretch, overuse, all of those fun overs. You'll grab your blocks. Okay, our first version of Camel Ustrasana, we'll take one of our blocks and place it right at the crease of the thigh where we can squeeze. Tuck your toes under for stability. And then just like we did our standing back arch a little bit earlier, placing your hands on the back of your sacrum. Fingertips point up or out, and that helps roll our shoulders open. And then with our shoulders, same action. Up, down, squeeze. Present your chest. Squeeze your block and start pushing your hips forward. So you feel the engagement of the hamstrings and the glutes as you do that. Inhale your heart up, up, up. So push down with your hands, creating length in your spine instead of an arch. Bring your heart to the sky. Maybe look up. And release. Come to sit on your heels. Keep your toes tucked under for toe torture. Don't forget to breathe. Come back to your intention today. This is a big heating class. Notice what your brain is telling you, and can you silence it? Okay, second version of Camel. Come up onto your knees. Toes can still be tucked. Now we'll use two blocks, so take the block out from your thighs and place it at the same spot as your heels. So you have a little more height here, unless your feet are as big as mine, in which case it doesn't make much of a difference. Okay, hands to your hips. Again, same hand position. We're just building on. Push your hips forward. We don't have the block, but we're going to remember squeezing. You can even grab them, your hamstrings. Squeezing your glutes, pushing your hips forward. Shoulders up, down, squeeze. Now, staying here or reaching your right hand back for your block and then your left hand back for your block. If you reach your blocks, squeeze your shoulders back, lift your heart, use your hands to push down to lift further. And then come back. This time, tuck your toes back, coming onto the tops of your feet. Come back up. So our third try. If you want, you have the space. You'll move to your heels with your toes tucked under, or feet stable, top of the foot down. Reach for your heel that way. Or kneeling back arch, using blocks, whichever works for you. Hands to your sacrum. Fingers point up or to the sides. Push your hips forward, lift your heart. There's no need to rush. And then slowly, with intention, see if you can lift so high that maybe your fingertips can brush your heels. And then push down again to lift your heart. Come on up and kneel. Back bends are very energizing. So hopefully this will give you tons of energy to go about your day, creating glitter in the blood, as Catherine Budig says. Okay, our peak pose, half camel. So we'll come up onto our hands and knees and step I'm going to show you the left foot forward. It's easier to see that way. Instead of coming into a low lunge, we have two right angles. So left heel is under left knee, right knee is under right hip. Whatever height you were at for your camel, so if you were using a block, you'll place it towards your back foot. Okay, if you were flat, you'll have your foot flat. Wherever you were, that's where you're going to be. Okay, placing your hands on your sacrum. Take your feet, your left foot and your right knee a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and that'll give you more stable grounding. And then instead of pushing forward with our hips, because that would create this shape, we're lifting up with the heart. Up, up, up. Okay, up, up, up. Right hand comes to right heel. Left hand reaches up and back. If you have a more open back, you may be able to place your right hand on the floor. And then you're turning your heart towards the center or front. Okay, let's try it if you haven't already. So, left foot forward, right knee under right hip. Left foot and right knee hip distance apart. Hands to the sacrum. And lift your heart. So there's no forward motion here. We're lifting straight up. Right hand to the block or your heel. So you're turning slightly to the right as you do that. Inhale your left arm up and over and start turning your heart towards the left. Push down strongly with your left heel and your right knee. And then lift back up. So huge opening for that front hip flexor. Change sides. Right heel and left knee are hip distance apart. Right heel under left knee, sorry, right knee under, right heel under right knee, left knee under left hip. Change your block if you need to. Set up your back foot so you're comfortable or somewhat comfortable. Hands to the back of your sacrum. Lift your heart. So remember that string that's lifting you. We're not collapsing into our back. Left hand to left heel, block or floor if you have a lot of opening. And then turn your left shoulder open. Right arm comes up to the sky, and then maybe up and back. Lift, 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 and start turning your heart towards the right. Come back up. Woo! All right. Good job, everybody. Let's come on to our backs. Grab a block. We'll take a warm down with some more back bends. So grabbing your block, place it underneath your sacrum and let your hips sink down. This should be kind of an big sigh moment. When you can take a big sigh. Let it all go. Allow the back of your pelvis to settle into the block. A lot of times we can feel the pelvis, actually the bones moving around if we've done a lot of opening, which we have today. Tuck your shoulders under so your heart is still open. And breathe here. So if you have a more open front body, meaning that your back bends are pretty open to begin with, you may need to take your block up higher to feel a settling and a moving of the bones of your pelvis. So if you are cooked, well done. You may want to hang out here. That's totally fine. If you want to take a more active bridge, we'll do a few versions. For our active bridge, you'll lift your hips up off your block and place it to the side. Take your fingers underneath your back and roll your shoulders further under your back. So you're on almost the tops of your shoulders. Squeezing your hands in the bind. Push down through your feet and bring your knees a little closer together. You remember that action of using our hamstrings and glutes? Let's engage them here. Push your sternum towards your chin and breathe. One more inhale. We'll keep our arms where they are. And keep that lift through your heart and shoulders. Start to set your butt down on your forearms, okay? Tuck one pinky in the other one so you have a flat surface and you're not squishing your pinky. And here we are, modified fish pose. Okay, lift again into bridge. Release your arms. Maybe grab onto the sides of your mat and pull. And that'll help lift your heart a little bit more. Remember, the action is pushing back towards the back of your mat, not up to the sky. One more inhale here. Exhaling slowly down, upper back, mid back, lower back. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, soles of the feet together and knees apart, reclined Baddha Konasana. And you have one more back bend of your choice. If you want to use all of this opening to push up into an Ardha Ustrasana, please do. Hopefully it'll feel great. Otherwise, the same bridge, one of those hand positions, or we'll do bound bridge. For bound bridge, bend your knees towards your chest and grab the front of your ankles. And then place your toes down, the ball of your feet down. If you have the opening, your heels may come down here, your hips may lift. Okay, it's kind of awkward to get into. And then lift your hips and start pushing your heels down as you move your body weight towards your shoulders. Okay, that same push down through the feet to lift. If this tweaks your knees, don't do it yet. Tuck your shoulders under, lift your chin a little bit to release your cervical spine and release your jaw. Okay, gently lower down from wherever you are. One more time, Supta Baddha Konasana. Come back to your intention. Okay, time for our cool down. Grab your strap. Extend the left leg out long and strong. Right leg to the sky. Grabbing on somewhere along the back of your right leg, you'll lift head, chest, and shoulders up so you're engaging your core. That's one of the best ways to release your back forward. For more, lift that left leg up off the ground. And then continue holding on to the back of your right leg, or grab your big toe if you can, and start lying back down. If when you lie back down, it becomes too much to hold on to your big toe, you have a strap. Use the weight of your arms to pull your foot towards your head. Straight arms. Strong left leg, breathe, release into the lower back. Left hand to the top of the left hip, thigh. Strong left leg, try to keep your sacrum grounded here as you open your right leg out to the right. Supta Baddha Ustrasana 2. Inhale the right leg back up. This time we'll take when you're leaving posture. So bend the right knee, take it with your left hand, right arm out to the side, and twist over to the left. Come back to center. Extend your right leg up to the sky again. A little bit of core work. We'll do one leg, lift and lower. So right leg down, left leg up. Scissors. And right, left. Push your lower back down. Right, left, right. Okay, this next one, left leg up and right leg down. Aha. Taking your hands to the back of your left leg, lift up. For more, keep that right leg lifted. And then set the right leg down. Bring that left leg with you as you lie back. Grabbing onto the big toe or use your strap around the ball of your foot. Strong right leg. Release your jaw. Come back to your breath. Top of the right hand comes to the top of your thigh and left leg opens out to the left. Bring the left leg up. Bend your knee. Hold on to it with your right hand and allow your left knee to come across your body over to the right. Come back to center. We'll do one more round of our core work. Left leg up, right leg long. And switch. Switch. Push your lower back down. All right, bending your knees in towards your chest. Open them out to the side. Happy baby. Reach for your inner arches. For this happy baby, try to find a straight spine so that your lower back is pressing into the ground as evenly as your upper back. And then release your legs. One more little brief fish pose variation. Hands, palm space, foot down, butt rests on the backs of your hands. Keeping your knees bent or extended long. Lift up so that you're on your forearms. And then tilt your head back. You may come to the crown of your head, you may not. That's okay, we're just getting that opening for our throat. Push into your forearms, push in, and then pull back the flesh of your butt with the tops of your hands. So we're getting this full deep opening in the front body. And then roll back, let your head drop, let your shoulders drop. Find Shavasana. Feet as wide as your mat, if not wider. If your lower back is tender, please take some support under your knees, whether it's blocks, a blanket, or some towels so that your knees are lifted a little bit. If you don't have any of those things, but your back is tender, take your feet as wide as your mat and lock your knees together. And then before we fall into Shavasana, just take stock. Do a quick scan of your body, a quick scan of your breath, and then let everything go. Body, breath, and mind at peace and at rest. I have another reading for you today from Kurt Vonnegut, and you may have felt this as you were practicing. Laughter and tears are both responses to frustration and exhaustion. I myself prefer to laugh since there is less cleaning up to do afterwards. Laughter and tears, two sides of the same coin. You are welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. If you'd like to close class with me, roll over onto your right side. Take some deep breaths into your back body, expanding your rib cage. And then push yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. We'll take our hands to heart center. And we'll inhale laughter, bringing it into our body. And exhale, tears. Bring our hands to our forehead. Inhale, joy. And exhale, sadness. And onto your mouth. Inhaling positivity. And getting rid of anything negative. Bringing your hands back to heart center. Take an inhale here. On an exhale, bowing your head towards your heart to close your practice, locking everything. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.